Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. Gervonta Tank Davis set to have all charges dropped and be released of these charges in Florida and be able to move on with his boxing career. That sounds bright as hell. Let me see if that works. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Smash the like, sub to the channel, share the video. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. We also live Sunday mornings with KQKC Boxing Network at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's get it cracking, bro. So, unless you've been under a rock, you know, like I know, that Gervonta Tank Davis has his court date on August the 12th. He waived all his pre-trial hearings to try to get this thing expedited, and now his real trial, his real hearings start on August the 12th. So we're about to get a resolution to this situation very, very soon with his case that he has against him with his BM, his misdemeanor DV case that carries up to a 1-year prison sentence or $1,000 or a 1-year probation, I should say, and $1,000 fine. Let me re-say that to make sure I'm saying it right. I don't want to give y'all any information. So the charge that he has, you can face up to 1 year in prison or up to 1 year probation and a $1,000 fine. Right? That's the gist of it. That's what he's facing. Now, I fully anticipate and fully believe that all charges will be dropped and he will be dismissed of this case. And I'm going to tell y'all why. There's a couple of things, right, that I've been trying to get people to see and kind of express to people, but for some reason people don't be wanting to listen to your boy KO. Now, number one, bro, the way that his handlers are moving. Premier Boxing Champions, if you go back to when this fight was supposed to be August the 16th, and we were in the middle of June, it was getting late in June, it was getting early July, and everybody was wondering, myself included, yo, why they not announcing the fight? The fight is done. Gervonta Davis is in camp. Lamont Roach is in camp. What's going on? Why aren't they announcing this fight? Well, Premier Boxing Champions knew that on Father's Day, he had an altercation with his BM, and something was going to come of it. And so they held off on announcing the fight. They had inside information on Gervonta Tank Davis that no one else had because they're his handlers. They're running his career. Al Heyman, Louis DeCubas, the hires up at PBC, the ones that are running PBC, they're going to know shit about what's going on in Gervonta Tank Davis's life that the public doesn't know. That's just the reality of it, as it is with any superstar. There are people close to that superstar that know shit that's going on. There are people close to Beyonce, close to Jay-Z, close to Patrick Mahomes, close to LeBron James, that know the ins and outs of their daily lives, that know their personal situations more than the general public will ever know. And they will anticipate things. They will be able to move in certain ways to try to make sure that they protect the person that they're, that they're working with, because they know stuff that you and I don't know. That's what we saw with Tank Davis and Lamont Roach announcement being held off because Premier Boxing Champions knew what the hell was going on. Tying that into what I'm talking about today, same thing, right? They drop his fight with Lamont Roach on Monday. Then on Thursday, then on the Thursday, this all happened this week before his hearing. Monday, they drop his fight with Lamont Roach, right? Thursday, they drop something on their Twitter page and their Facebook page and everything, showing some highlights of him, showing how good his ring IQ is. Why is that important? In my opinion, PBC is not doing that unless they know something about Gervonta Tank Davis's case that you and I don't know. Because the last thing you would do if your fighter is going to sit down for a while, or you were anticipating him have to serve that 1 year sentence or have that 1 year probation, then have to go deal with getting violated in Baltimore, or to have his name plastered across all social media platforms showing that he was guilty or he pled down the case. If all of that was the case, bro, PBC is not moving like this, in my opinion, right? Because why would you waste that fight if he gonna have to sit down for a little bit? You gonna wait until you know for sure he coming back, and then you gonna drop the Lamont Roach fight. You're not giving Lamont Roach free promotion You're not giving them free promotion unless you know Tank is coming back and that's going to be the fight that you're going to be putting on, right? You're not doing that 2 times in 1 week with a court case hearing pending. You're not doing that, bro. The other thing, right? The other thing, just like they know shit that we don't know when he got into the altercation with his BM, they know shit about this case that we don't know. If there is a tape out there as alleged, they probably seen the shit. If she has recanted her story, right? And she's refusing to testify and refusing to work with the prosecution, they gonna know that shit. You understand what I'm saying? If the defense has been contacting the prosecution team and said, look, we got this evidence, we got that evidence, are y'all sure y'all gonna go with it? And the prosecution said, nah, you know what, come to hearing or whatever, we'll just both agree and let the judge know that we dropped the case. Prosecutors and defense teams talk all the time. If that happened, PBC would know that shit, right? They would know all of that. So to think that they're acting from a place of information that you and I have, you have to be out your mind, bro. You got to be out your mind. So that's one thing that's lead me to believe that this case could get thrown out and get dismissed come Tuesday. Now, lastly, why I say that this is more than likely gonna happen, in my personal opinion, bro. And this is no disrespect, but unless this young lady can show like real proof, and she got like a smoking gun or something, her reputation is not the best, bro. And I'm not here to sully anybody's name or victim shame or anything like that. If the young man is guilty of these charges, he deserves whatever come with these charges. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. What I will say though is, just being 100% real with y'all, when you have this type of reputation that this young lady has, and you are putting these charges against somebody, and you've tried to do this before, and you end up having to recant because the shit you were saying wasn't true, and it's well documented, and everybody has seen it, and everybody saw what was going on, and you did that in the public for everyone to see, a defense attorney, especially the type of defense attorney that Tank Davis can afford, they eating that shit alive with a reasonable doubt. They eating that shit alive, man. They are going to, they will crucify that shit. Straight up. They're going to eat that alive, bro. Unless she got some, like I said, unless she got some sort of smoking gun, him on camera just smacking the hell out of her, bro. Unless she got that. If this is just, well, he did this. No, I didn't do that. I didn't. If this is some he say, she say shit, shit's over with for her. Like, in terms of getting it all the way through and that young man being found guilty. That's another reason why I'm saying that. And most importantly, I believe based on what I'm hearing, I think she done already recanted, bro. Because his team moving too fast. They moving like they got some sort of statement. They moving like they got some sort of video. They moving like they got something like, nah, let's get this shit going. Y'all tripping. Waive all my pre-trial shit. I'm not doing no pre-trial shit. Get me straight to trial. Get me straight to trial. I want my shit waived. I don't want to do no pre-trial hearings. I don't need no discovery. I don't need none of that. Get my shit to trial as quickly as possible. Whenever somebody in Tank Davis's position is moving like that, bro, they trying to get this over with, get it behind them. And anybody that's trying to do that, they feel like they about to get off. You know what I mean? So for me, I fully anticipate if you're a Tank Davis fan, you're gonna have good news on Tuesday. And I feel like if you were a Tank Davis hater and you was hoping that this would stymie, stifle, or stop his career, I think that you're gonna be very, very upset come next week. Just my personal opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash a like, sub to the channel, share the video. Catch me live. I'll be live today, actually. So y'all be sure to tune in. The thumbnail's already up, so hope to see y'all there. But y'all smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know.